Currently in personalized circles, we try to achieve equity through the individualization of curriculum that I argue instead that we should be trying to achieve equity through reconnecting with our community. We oftentimes assume that the more we individualize, the more personalized the child's education will be, but that's oftentimes not the case. We actually begin to see diminishing returns on individualization if we over-individualize. So I want to show you this image. This is actually from the year 1900. It was from a series of images created by a French artist. And this is how he imagined learning would be in the year 2000, and it turned out that he wasn't too far off. This is what's happening in a lot of our classrooms today. We reduced personalization down to a series of videos and multiple choice questions, and oftentimes we see this predominantly in classrooms that serve low-income students or students of color. And this is actually a threat to equity. It's reductive. The very nature of reductionism is breaking something down into its parts to where the whole is no longer recognizable. And I would argue this is happening a great deal in classrooms that are trying to personalize. I like to think of personalization in the classroom instead in terms of an ecosystem. And the ecosystem, those parts, are inextricably connected to one another. And that's how we should be thinking of personalization. The curriculum we choose should be inextricably connected to the curriculum we choose in other subjects, and likewise, the human beings in our classroom should be inextricably connected to one another. And that's why in our conversations about personalized learning, we must be talking about human relationships, and we must be talking about fostering a sense of belonging in our classrooms. So in order to balance this individual and the collective, I like to think of personalized learning in terms of 3 dimensions. The first dimension is the collective conscious. And the collective conscious matters because in order for learning to be meaningful, in order for learning to be personal, we must know that we belong to something greater. I like to think of it like a flock of birds. A flock of birds is comprised of individual birds, and their choices, the decisions they make autonomously can actually change the entire direction of the flock. And that happens in our classrooms as well. And to achieve this, in my classroom, I use multi-ability curriculum. That's open-ended tasks with varied entry points that allows children of diverse abilities to integrate together and to converge through that collective conscious. In the second dimension, we honor small groups, partnerships. Learning is inherently social, and in order for it to be personal and meaningful, we have to allow ourselves to collaborate with one another. This cannot be achieved through individualized curriculum. But forming small groups doesn't mean making homogenous groups. It means making both homogenous and heterogeneous groups. This is an example of one dimension I group heterogeneously, and one dimension I group homogenously, just to mix up my groupings to foster social learning on a smaller scale. The third dimension, and this is where we really deviate from a lot of the mainstream thinking around personalized learning. The third dimension is nurturing the inner dialogues of our kids. It's not the individualization of content, it's speaking to our children on an individual level, and that starts with engagement. And when I say engagement, I don't mean entertaining our kids. I don't mean only teaching to their interests, because it's our job as educators to expose them to new topics. What I mean is thinking really critically about motivation. Daniel Pink describes motivation as autonomy, mastery, and purpose. And in personalized classroom, it's really important that our children are able to make decisions autonomously within constraints, that they are able to know that they're progressing, and that they're able to find purpose in their learning. This is just an example of how I goal set with my kids. They develop action steps towards their personal goals, and then they discuss how not only it benefits them, but it benefits the collective as well. Finally, in the inner dialogue, we would be remiss if we were not talking about identity in our classrooms. We cannot possibly help all children get what they need if we ignore race, ethnicity, class, gender, sexuality, ability, and any other group identifier. And when we do this, we can actually build socially just classrooms. By socially just classrooms, I mean classrooms that actively remove barriers to learning. In order for learning to be personal, we have to remove those barriers. So when we do this, when we redefine personalization not in terms of individualization, and when we define personalization in terms of 3 dimensions, and we focus on nurturing the child's inner dialogue, not only can we make learning personal, but we can allow our students and ourselves to reconnect with our humanity in our classrooms. Thank you so much for having me today. This was so fun.